About a year ago, I made a video called the Overwatch 2 Livestream Disaster, and in that video, I said this.
Stop focusing on trying to make this look really good. Stop it. Just make a good game.
And after that video with 240p quality, we arrived to today. Doomsday, if you will, with the Overwatch 2 beta coming out. And my thoughts on the beta? It's alright. I wanted to talk about it because I feel like Overwatch 2 has been getting a lot of people to just hate on it because it is pretty similar to Overwatch 1. It's basically Overwatch 1.5 in my opinion, at least. I don't think that it's Overwatch 2 yet. I wanted to talk about some of the things that people have been saying because it doesn't make a ton of sense sometimes, but also there's like valid criticism, like Bastion. Bastion is one of the newer, like newly changed characters. He has some new shit, and I think that he's one of the better changed characters. Like he's fun now. He seems actually kind of good. His ult isn't like really bullshit, and his tank thing is actually kind of useful now. And he has a missile move. Orisa and Doomfist also really well changed characters. Orisa, I hated her. She had this stupid ball bullshit that she would just poof, and then like if you were here and the ball would be like here, the ball would suck you in all the way off a cliff, and you would die instantly, and it was awful. And now that has changed into like this throwing of the spear thing. She's probably my favorite character now. She is a lot of fun. And Doomfist again, like also I think that the tank change, he's kind of overpowered, but he's also kind of cool. Anyway, with these changes, there have also been a lot of people that are like, okay, well that's kind of cool, but what is happening with the other characters? And I have to agree, I don't really understand why characters like Roadhog haven't been changed. I don't understand why there's only one new character, which is Sojourn. The maps are cool, but like it doesn't feel like Overwatch 2. It is a lot better than Overwatch because you don't have tanks just tunneling down like with these giant ass shields that you can't do anything about. It's still generally kind of fun, but there's also a little game called Gundam Evolution that's going to come out pretty soon, and once that comes out, I don't think Blizzard is going to be able to push Overwatch 2 to be better than that. That game just looks fun. That just looks fun. Like a big problem that I've had with Overwatch 2 is the same problem with Overwatch 1, which is the lack of hit scan. Like Sojourn, I think, is my best example, where she has two abilities specifically that I want to touch on. Is the one like shooty bane, like the gun thing, which is a projectile, not hit scan. When you put your reticle over the guy and you press left click to fire, it's not instantly going to hit them. You have to like predict where they go, so it's not going to hit as often. And then she has this really overpowered right click, which can one shot people if you get a headshot at full charge, and it's fucking broken. But the problem with that is that the projectile based thing is not as much fun for the player because I'm not going to be able to hit people as much because it's not hit scan. There's so many fucking projectile based things in that game. I don't get why. And then you have the hit scan thing, which is, again, really fucking hard to hit with. It seems like a very common trend with Overwatch for some reason, is the hit scan characters are just really hard to play. Besides like 76 and Bastion. And Bastion's spread with his like regular gun thing, not his turret, but his gun is awful. I don't know why the fuck it's so bad. But yeah, it's weird because Halo Infinite, it feels more fun than Overwatch 2. And I was contemplating, I was like, well, why is that the case? They don't even have like much content in that game. And I think I've come to the conclusion that I get to hit my shots more consistently. If I look at someone and press the fire button, I will hit them. it's not just gonna like whoo right past them. And I think it's one of the biggest problems that has carried over is just like a lot of the fun characters that are hit scan, they're not gonna be like they're always gonna be very hard. It seems like, except for 76 and Bastion. And I just don't like that, because you just end up kind of bored. Like if you play Hanzo, you miss so many arrows because it's projectile based. But if you play Widow, you're gonna hit every single shot if you're good. If you're bad, you're not gonna have any fun. Another problem that I've been seeing, which I didn't think was gonna be that much of a problem, was actually getting the beta. I have had four of my friends, no, three of my friends, now, whenever I'm like, hey, you want to try Overwatch 2? And then I explain the process, all of them, you know who you are just like, oh, that sounds so hard. And it's like, no, it's fucking easy. It's easy. It's not that hard. But it seems to be pretty hard for a lot of people. I don't know why. It seems pretty easy to me. All you need to do is, so you watch a stream for 4 hours, watch. If you actually, like, if you tie yourself to the chair, and like focus really hard on the stream, then I can see how that's kind of hard. But you can just go somewhere for 4 hours, or just leave your computer on for 4 hours while watching a stream, and then you get the beta key. It's really fucking easy. All you have to do is, !drops on Twitch, click the link, connect your battle.net, Blizzard, whatever account, then you watch it, and then boom, you get the beta. But for some reason, that's actually turning people off. I don't know why. When I heard that, I was like, it seems pretty fucking easy. It seems like the Valorant beta. But it's turning some people off, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But other than that, the game, I don't know what else to say about the game. It just feels very much like, just kind of meh. Just kind of like meh, because like there's not as much gameplay that is different, but it also does feel different, but it's not as much. Here, I wanted to show an example. Here, I wanted to show this comment from Asmongold's How's Overwatch 2 Any Different video. It says, Blizzard's marketing for Overwatch 2 has literally been the worst thing ever. Is it a new game? Is it just a content update? Do you have to buy this if you own Overwatch? My favorite part is people who interject like, well, obviously it's XYZ. Nothing about this game's development and marketing has been obvious at all. I bet if we had this conversation with Blizzard investors, they'd be like, what do you mean nobody's going to be running out to spend $6 on this on launch day? So I looked at this comment and I didn't like it for a couple of reasons. Mainly two reasons. I have not heard a single person ever interject saying, well, obviously it's going to be like this thing. No one says that. I have not heard a single person say that. Obviously, no, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I don't really understand what he's saying with that. And then the other thing is that he said that like running out to spend $60 on this on launch day. There has not been a price, like a price for this game yet. They have not announced a fucking price, so I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are assuming that it's just gonna be $60, but I mean, if it is $60, then yeah, it's kind of fucked. I don't think I will buy the game if it's $60, because Gundam Evolution's coming out. It's free to play. It's basically Gundam Overwatch with more hit scan, which makes it look a lot more fun. But if it is $60, then yeah, I'm probably not going to get it. Ideally, they'd make the multiplayer free to play and the PvE. Honestly, I think that they should make the PvE like $15 to $20, but if they make it $60, that might just be the end for Overwatch. So like that, then this comment where it's just like spend $60 on launch day, it's like then that can be a legitimate comment. Then I think like the people that are saying that, it's a legitimate comment. I guess my main takeaway is that I think a lot of people are shitting on the game, saying that it looks the exact same. Stop fucking doing that. Just stop it. It is not the same. It is not the exact same. They took out a tank. For Christ's sake, it's different, but it is still very similar. So I think that you can make an argument that, yeah, it's not Overwatch 2. I don't agree with that. It's not Overwatch 2, but it's not Overwatch 1, you fucking troglodytes. It's Overwatch 1.5. Once they add more heroes, characters, whatever the fuck you want to call them, then we can have a legitimate discussion. Because for some reason, they've only released one new character, and it's been a year since I made the Overwatch 2 live stream disaster video, which was when I think that was when Sojourn was announced. But yeah, it's really weird that there's only one character. That's pretty much it. I just want to talk about Overwatch 2 for a bit. If you played Overwatch 2, make sure to comment down below what you think about it, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Alright, follow me on Twitch because I've been playing some of the Overwatch 2. Don't look at the don't look at the top right, because that's where the kill cam is supposed to be, the killing, like, kill feed, but my camera is blocking it. Professional streamer. Have a good time, guys.